So this video is all about Wadjet, one of my personal favorite goddesses, a very powerful protector goddess. Let me just move to the side so you can see what she looks like. Quite a colorful picture of Wadjet. Yeah, she's basically the serpent goddess. And as you are all aware, because you've all done a lot of work with Egypt, you see the serpent that sits on the third eye. She's a protector of the psychic vision. You can see here, like, what she does tend to do, I think that's actually water, to be honest. But anyway, it might actually be the seeds that they're referring to. The seeds actually spit in the eye of the enemies. And that could be on this hieroglyph exactly what that is, or water. I'm thinking the blue, but it's probably to do with the spitting of the eye, like spitting of the cobra into the eyes of the perceived threat. So she's a very, very, very powerful protector goddess. And, as we all know, Kundalini energy, she's the one, that's the energy and frequency that raises up the spine. So she's also to do with Kundalini awakening. When Wadjet comes on in your space, let me tell you, hold on to your hats, because she will just come in and blow your doors off. Because this goddess, through my times of going to Egypt back and forth, I then realized that another powerful goddess, they're all one of the same because it's oneness wisdom, ayahuasca. Now, ayahuasca, for those of you that know about ayahuasca and have worked with her extensively, as have I, she is basically she's her symbol, her spirit animal, if you like, is indeed a snake. So here's Wadjet, who comes with the same energy. When you approach Wadjet, you come humbly, you keep your head bowed. It really is, you come in and you don't mess around. Hey, so when you're working with Wadjet, just the same as ayahuasca or any of, like, even Nekbut, which is Wadjet's sister, she's the one with the outstretched vulture wings that you see everywhere over every doorway in Egypt. They're sisters. These powerful protector goddesses, you come and you got to be ready for them, man, and you come in humbly. So that's very much what ayahuasca's like. She doesn't take any nonsense, so she is a very, very no nonsense goddess. But when she comes into your space, huge awakenings, massive insight, massive, intuitive, just like so it's Kundalini awakening, Kundalini clearings, so this is very much Wadjet. So let's talk about where we are in the world right now, with all of the chaos going on and everything like that, very much on Wadjet's, on Wadjet's circuit board, really, because this is all Kundalini rising, powerful explosions of energy, third eye awakening. It's all coming online. So of course, when we see the serpent or Wadjet on the third eye of the pharaoh or of the god or goddess or whatever, it's definitely a sign to say that they are enlightened. She's also shows they've done their Kundalini, they've risen in their Kundalini, and they're in their power and they're good to go. So, short story, which I've shared with quite a few of you that have come to Egypt with me or worked with me on the Heka codes, or whatever. When I refer to Wadjet, this actually happened to me on probably about 2 Egypt trips ago. I went to the Great Sphinx private visit, and all of a sudden I got super sick and I started purging just like you would do with ayahuasca, and it came out of the blue. Now, I hadn't ingested it or anything, but this energy was coming up, and there I was hanging onto the wall for dear life, vomiting at the Great Sphinx. Funny, not funny. But it was the Wadjet energy. But I identified with her. First of all, she came through as ayahuasca. It took me about a year or so to unpack the wisdom and the codes of that it was actually Wadjet. And then when I further looked at it, I realized that the day that I was actually purging on was the feast of Wadjet. Okay, it was the goddess comes forth, and it was a powerful Egyptian sacred festival timeline on that day where I opened up and it was just all happening. But I only figured that out a year later. So this is sometimes how long it can take you to unpack codes, especially your journeys to Egypt. Some of you have already been with me, as I say, some of you about to come. It's like any medicine journey, because Egypt is the most powerful medicine. You will be unpacking, these experiences for quite some time to come, but the purpose of these videos is just to give you a real base layer on what these goddesses are all about, and gods, and how they can actually assist you and what they're all about. So Wadjet, let's go to the side in honor of the goddess. So Wadjet is all about, let me sit this side so we can see her. Wadjet is all about Kundalini. enlightenment, protection. She's the serpent goddess. So all of us have a very, very powerful connection to snakes, right? Some of us are scared of them. Interesting, because you're scared of your power. But either way, the snake cross-pollinates across all philosophies, all teachings, all ancient wisdoms, right? And so we all know about this in our being, but this is just kind of like the Egyptian understanding of what Wadjet is all about. She's one of my closest goddesses because she doesn't take any nonsense. Like I say, she's a very, very powerful teacher. And when you are ready, when you are a little less delicate and fragile in your spiritual path to ascension, that's when the work really starts. And you start rolling your sleeves up. And these are the energies and frequencies that through your own evolution, you'll start to align with. Because sometimes Wadjet, if she comes in too early, well, she doesn't come in too early. It's always at a certain level of your opening up that she'll come in, because she's very cheeky. And it's like, right, this is how it's got to be. So by this time, you have like quite a strong foundation within yourself, and you're ready for this type of medicine. You're ready for her medicine. You're ready for the teachings. And let me tell you, I got bounced around quite a lot on that trip by Egypt and the frequencies. I don't regret it for a minute. I don't think it shouldn't have played out like that. It was what I was ready for. And there does come on our spiritual path times where it's very gentle and open and light and loving. She's also powerful love, but it's like a tough love kind of vibe, and there has to be that divine balance, because sometimes we need to really push through blockages, especially as your Kundalini is awakening. Call on Wadjet. You want to be that god and goddess that walks around, with her sitting on your third eye, protection. That's where we're all arriving at now. So Wadjet is very present in our place, in our purpose and our path right now, because in the world, this is where we're at. It's like there's no more sitting on the sidelines. We're like in Sekhmet vibes, Wadjet vibes, but with a deep sense of love and softness at the same time to balance it out with Hathor, Isis, and all the rest of it, because it's leadership through love. However, being a leader, a way shower, a parent, let's say, to your children, sometimes you have to wrap them in cotton wool and give them so much love, and sometimes you need to be a bit stern. This is Wadjet. So all hail Wadjet. Love her. So enjoy her. She is the serpent goddess.